Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
We're back. And this time, we're pissed. Not sure what we're mad about. It's a brand new year. We haven't even talked about anything yet. But welcome. Couple of big takeaways, though, from the last 2.5 weeks. The birth of the savior of the world. We know that.
We do.
And there will be no SEC team in the national championship game.
We do know that.
We do know that.
We do know that.
Two big takeaways. No SEC in the national championship game this year. So glad about that.
Georgia was robbed.
Yeah, it's technically two Big Ten teams.
Technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically. What'd you guys do for Christmas? How did it go? Was it good? Was it fabulous? Was it everything you dreamed of?
Everything I imagined.
You dreamed.
Everything I imagined. Yeah, it was wonderful. Man, there's just nothing like Christmas. New Year's.
You say that like it's not true in your case.
Whatever.
Yeah, it seems like a lifetime ago already, but
it sure does.
I went to Vegas right after the show.
Oh, that's right.
On whatever day that was.
That's
right.
Big Sphere fun.
Was it cool?
Excellent. Oh,
really?
My gosh, it's so worth it.
So you two was great, and then you were in that
the Sphere.
Mm-hmm. I am now programmed via MK Ultra.
Did you notice anything? Did it seem like you were being programmed?
I mean, no. I mean, they flash the words up there.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Well, that's why they call it subliminal.
Yeah.
I think actually later in the program we'll have evidence that Al Roker has been programmed by MK Ultra. So we'll have to get to that later.
Looking forward to that.
But no, it was a great experience. Even if you don't want to pay through the nose for a concert ticket, you can pay. I think every day they run a nature film for an hour for $100,
mm-hmm.
and so it's almost like I've read reviews about it, how it's like a virtual reality ride on steroids, which I can only imagine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an experience.
It was worth it.
And the sound was excellent. I was really worried that was going to be compromised for the visuals. No.
But no?
Mm-mm. Excellent.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, that cost them several billion, wasn't it? So
yes.
they went acoustics and visuals. Yeah. That was a good choice.
Spared
good for them. On Christmas Eve, we did something I've never done this before, but we went to our own church first to our meeting. Then we went to 2 different mega church programs.
Oh gosh,
really cool!
Wow,
really great.
I went
One
to
of
10.
them. Did you?
Yeah, I went to 10. I didn't want to talk about it.
Well, we're not nearly as spiritual as you are, Jeffy. So I'm not surprised Jeff did us.
I spent a fortune on gas driving around these days.
One of them had a full orchestra and a full choir. It was just really,
it's got to be
really cool. You know the White Church
really nice.
in South Lake? The White Chapel on top
White
of the
Chapel,
hill there. It's cool. Yeah.
I've been to that church multiple times, actually. Not fun.
Yeah. It was, but it was awesome. So, hope you had a great.
Looking at me like that? I have.
I'm looking at you like, driving by doesn't count as quote going to a church.
No.
It's like,
I've driven by it several times. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Look, I pinged there. I'm the mayor of that church now.
No, there's no such thing as Foursquare anymore. But I would have been the.
You used to do that so much.
He did it all the time in
Manhattan. He would walk
Manhattan.
by the ABC studios. I'm the mayor of ABC Studios.
Good Morning America.
And then I remember the day that somebody became mayor because you took a different route or something.
So
you were
pissed,
so mad.
Yeah, over vacation. Somebody took it away from me. I was so mad.
I'm like, you walked by it. You're not the mayor, bro.
Don't tell him that. You're going to crush him.
I shattered his world. Look at him.
Yeah. You going to be all right?
That sounds like fun.
I don't know.
Can you go on?
That does sound like fun, though. I'm sure full orchestras,
it was
full
really
choirs.
Cool. It was really awesome.
Yeah.
And
we spent most of Christmas Eve in church. It was awesome.
And while it wasn't snowy here, at least there was a chill in the air.
Yeah, a little bit chilly. Mm-hmm. It felt a teeny bit like Christmas, like December-ish. Like there's a different season than blazing heat, hellfire summer.
That's the thing. There was no sweating this Christmas break, which we were grateful for.
Yeah, it was nice. And it's a little chilly
you
now.
Sweat when it's 10 degrees.
That's true.
Right. With the exception of Jeffy, there was very little sweating. But Jeffy, of course, sweats gravy. So it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant.
No.
If you carry around some flour, you can just mix it up.
Oh, no.
Use it on your mashed potatoes. Is really good.
So you say that like you think I don't.
Is that why
That's recycling, man.
That's why he carries biscuits around with him. He just stops it.
Anyway, hope you had a really Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah, I'm thrilled that 2023 is over, but I'm terrified that 2024
That's
is
the
beginning.
thing. So what? It's just going to get worse from here. I think we all understand that by now.
No, it can't, though. It's got to get better.
Thank
it has
goodness
to.
2020's over. Yeah, 2021 was worse.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
good
glad
point.
2021's gone, and then 2022 is worse. So,
Guys, we are 12 days away from the Iowa caucus.
That's amazing.
Mm.
Wow.
Ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah.
Yep. Did you guys notice? You probably did, since you watch so much football like I do. But Bud Light made a genius move.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Getting Peyton Manning
And
for
Emmitt Smith.
and Emmett Smith
Yeah.
for their new commercial.
Plus, they were still sponsoring, NFL and college games. I mean, they were still sponsoring.
Right, I know, but they were still declining too, and people were still holding out. But now with Peyton Manning,
And they got UFC, of course, that $1
Yeah.
billion deal.
Yeah. Is there a more well-liked figure in all of sports than Peyton Manning? I don't think so.
I guarantee you that
That's
was
a
what-
good
I don't think
move.
so.
They got the heads of the company in a room and they said, "All right,
What
we got to
can do?
brainstorm.
Yep.
Who is the one celebrity that everybody loves?
Peyton Manning. And that's what they did.
Write the check, whatever."
Yep, whatever it costs, get him on board.
And they
And they did.
that commercial you're referring to, I believe. They even set it up as, Peyton Manning walks up and orders a Bud Light, and like you got some good old boys at the counter looking over like, what?
Yeah,
I mean, Bud Light at least is acknowledging, yeah, we got it.
right. Yep.
Yep.
I mean, it's a brilliant move.
Brilliant.
It's really amazing. All right. We've got our great leader to discuss. He was at the podium. Was this a while ago? Was it?
Yesterday? So what
Catch
we've
up
done
on
here
some of the
exactly?
things.
We've kind of grabbed some of the highlights over the last couple of weeks while we've been away.
Yeah.
And let's just
Because he was away for a while. I mean,
He's been away for,
went down to the
12 years.
islands.
Did he? Because I
Yeah.
didn't pay any attention.
Yeah.
He
he's spent
vacationed down in
Christmas
the
down there.
islands.
Yeah,
and-
this excerpt, this first clip, is just before he got out of town.
So we got lost again.
I swear, and by the way, you get 2 fake jogs in this one clip.
Oh my!
nice.
All right, here it is.
Where do I go?
Look at him.
Where do I
Again.
go? Okay, watch this.
Dude.
Fake jog number 1. Here we go. Hang on. First of all, leave the stage. Poor Secret Service guy. Okay, there was one. See that little
Yep.
fist pump now?
Yep.
Now where do I go? Where do I go? I'm so dumb. And then he turns and he does another one. Oh, no, there he is. There
There it is.
Gosh,
there it
he
is.
is
I can't take it. I can't. Oh my gosh.
Secret Service, I swear.
Oh my gosh.
What is the communication like in their earpieces whenever this guy starts doing that?
I have no idea. It's got to be.
He is so
They've got to be so confounded by this guy that by now it's like, well,
I think it's to the
here we go again.
Yep.
All right, just
Here we go again.
wait
yeah.
it out. He'll eventually work it through.
When he looks,
hold.
at you, just this way.
Yep.
This way.
Hold
This
your
way, Mr.
position.
President.
Hold your position.
Might have to send Jill out, but don't worry about it. We know by now he just can't do it.
can't.
He can't.
You can't wrap up any kind of speaking engagement and leave.
No.
Just turn and leave.
Incapable.
I just.
So as mentioned, he did spend a week in the Virgin Islands.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he was for Christmas. He emerged in public once, and here's how that
I
went.
can't understand what
I
he's
didn't
saying.
see this.
Yeah. Look how he's just standing there. He has no idea where to go. Okay. And then
Every time.
the press. All right. What's your New Year's resolution, sir?
That's the biggest one right now.
What was
I
it?
know you guys hate the assignment down here. I'm sorry to bring you down here. Tough stuff, huh?
Sorry to bring you down.
Look at his face. He is
Do I
so
speak for them?
gone.
I speak to them regularly.
I don't know. He said get back to work is his New Year's resolution.
I speak to him regularly. I didn't hear what she asked him. Was that?
Was that
Zelenskyy? How often have you talked to Zelenskyy? He
Okay,
said, I speak
to him regularly. And then he's trying.
Of course he does.
He's trying to blow off. Thanks for bringing you. I know you guys hate the climate down here. I'm sorry for bringing you down here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too, Mr. President. I'd like to be home with my family. Mm-hmm. You know, like you brought your family.
Glad we're paying for your
no kidding
island vacation. That's great. Pathetic.
Out wandering on his own too. What was going on?
I don't know. Where was Jill?
Kicked him out. I know.
Where was Jill? And on New Year's Eve, he actually talked with Ryan Seacrest. So glad I missed this.
Oh man,
what a mistake!
Oh man,
you're making it political just by talking to the guy.
Of course.
What? They can't talk to the president of the United? No, they can't. There's a million people you could have on New Year's Rockin' Eve. Somebody else.
I will say this. It was the what part of the Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve that I watched.
Yeah.
Right before the main storyline of the countdown. So it was like, I don't know, 11:55 or 10:55 Central Time or something like that. I turned it on and Paul Anka was on.
Paul Anka?
Awesome. Everyone in my house.
Wow.
Everyone in my house who knew who Paul Anka was said, he's still alive?
I know.
He did not look like it.
He didn't look like he was alive?
He looked like they pulled him out of the coffin.
Seriously?
And everybody under the age of 50 was like, who is that?
Right. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask you guys, who is this person?
Yeah, Paul, yes.
He did Having My Baby. What a lovely way of saying
how much I love you.
You love me. Or I think
whatever it was.
Yeah. It's all about him.
Yeah, and as
my
bad,
baby,
I'm
you
sorry.
love me.
As bad as this answer from Joe Biden that we're about to play is.
I missed Joe.
You missed this clip
Jill.
here?
Yeah.
That's
of course,
the thing.
Jill's with them at New Year's.
That's the thing. The comments on social media about Joe Biden's attire here, I think the best one was, did she get a bedazzled kit for Christmas?
I think she did.
She actually distracts from his terrible
Yes,
answer.
she does.
If you focus on just her and her she's sitting all weird, and she's got this grotesque dress on, it really takes away from his just absurd answer.
And maybe that's why she dressed that way.
Maybe so.
All right, well, here he is.
Welcome back to New Year's Rockin' Eve, presented by Amazon Prime. It is Ryan Seacrest with you, and we're so honored that joining us right now are two very special guests, President Joe Biden and Dr. Jill Biden. It's nice to see you once again. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Ryan. Happy New Year.
Thanks for having us.
Mr. President, before we start here about the new year, I'm curious, what sort of holiday foods have you been enjoying over the last few days?
Oh, what a tough question.
Well, I've been
to start
eating
with.
everything that's put in front of me, but I've been eating pasta, which I love. Eating a lot of chicken parmesan. I've been eating all Italian foods, basically.
And ice cream.
And ice cream, chocolate chip ice cream.
It's good to know that you're eating like the rest of us here across the country. As you look back and reflect on 2023, what sort of memories, highlights stand out?
Biggest
for
memory.
you?
Here we go.
Well, one of the big highlights stands out for me is my dad used to have an expression. He'd say, Joey, a job's about a lot more than a paycheck. It's about your dignity. It's about respect. So many people through the Midwest and in the center of the country, their factories are shipped overseas the last couple of times out. And they were losing hope and faith. So we brought a lot of jobs back to the United States. Yeah. People are in a position to be able to make a living now. And they've created a lot of jobs.
Memory right there.
14 million. And I guess I just feel good that the American people got up. They've been through a rough time with pandemic, but now we're coming back.
Are we?
Well, we've got 1 million plus people here in Times Square and so many eyes on the big ball for the big moment tonight as we get ready for 2024. What are your hopes for the new year for both of you?
I got it. I know what it was.
Well, my hope is that everybody has a healthy, happy, and safe New Year. But beyond that, I hope that they understand that we're in a better position than any country in the world to lead the world. And we're coming back, and it's about time.
Dr. Biden, your hopes for America?
Well, I think it's what I would always tell my students. Be positive, be optimistic, and be kind to one another.
Aww.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Enjoy 2 scoops of ice cream tonight, both of you. Thanks for coming on. We'll see you soon.
All right.
Just gave him a chance to lie again about the crappy job he's done and try to spin it into something decent. Something good, something amazing and praiseworthy. Oh, it's agonizing.
Yeah. I know. I think it's I think it's the St. Croix dress.
The St. Croix dress?
Yeah, they were down. They even say on the screen that they're down in St. Croix. That's probably some sort of island attire.
Oh, island attire. That's what she's wearing. Let's see. I want to see this bedazzled. Can we just get a still shot of that? Look at that thing. That is a lot. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
And he had his little note card for a Ryan Seacrest Happy Talk interview.
Yep.
Good grief.
It's like a flower bush threw up on her clothing there, and that's what the result was. It's great.
Do you think that was live or was it pre-taped?
Oh, no. That's pre-taped.
I don't know.
I think it's pre-taped. I think it's pre-taped. The interview,
the way Ryan kind of handed,
I think it was pre-taped.
Absolutely. In fact, there was no. I think Ryan was probably just not talking. He was talking to a blank screen at 6 o'clock that evening before they went live, and they just edited
Possibly. Yeah. I don't know because it would have been pretty late.
No, I think he heard them, Jeffy. What I'm saying is, I think he heard them, but I don't think there was anybody on the screen. Anyway,
Well,
that's just
you
my
can make the case that
You're
even
right,
if
though.
he's on the screen, there's nobody.
I think this is the point right here. Pat's absolutely right. Joe's not staying up till 11 o'clock at night for anything.
He's not.
But you're right, though.
They put the lid on the day at 9 a.m. sometimes.
It's New Year's Eve, though. He's partying down in St. Croix.
That's
what are we
right.
talking
I almost
about?
forgot. Sure.
I figured it out. That's a Frida Kahlo painting right there is what she's wearing.
Okay. All right.
That's what that. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jeffy sent this in. Put the side-by-side of Alice Cooper.
Who wore it
Oh, my
better?
God.
The question was, who wore it better?
Alice Cooper or Joe Biden. Honestly, Joe looks so awkward. It's almost like it was a superimposed head on that body. It's what it felt like watching that interview.
And how about the pandering? Dr. Biden bull crap.
I know.
Yeah, stop it. Stop it. All right. Here's the governor of Colorado, Jared Polis, who is spreading some holiday cheer.
Oh, no.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
Seriously?
Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad.
Oh, what is...
That's embarrassing.
That is not...
Just welcoming the new people to his state.
Is he milking a cow or shaking maracas here? What is he doing?
Feliz Navidad.
What is this?
He's just doing a little dancing. A little
Feliz
Navidad.
Navidad.
Dancing.
Yeah, okay.
Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad.
The tongue out at the end.
That's awesome.
If you're going to do that, you got to play the music louder because instead it's just like he's singing with no background accompaniment or anything, and it makes it that much worse.
He's just celebrating the holidays, Keith.
Okay.
Just another sign that the four horsemen of the apocalypse saddle it up
the
and riding
governor
through
is
town.
singing Feliz
Yeah,
Navidad.
it's just so bad. Such pandering, such embarrassing nonsense from another leader. That's great. It's really good. It makes you proud, right?
It does.
His family
It
must be.
does.
Colorado's
Oh,
got to
man.
be proud.
Hello.
Got to be proud. And how did the mayor of Boston, Michelle Wu, spend the holidays? Well, with an elected of color holiday party.
Oh, yeah.
Remember this?
Oh, yeah.
Right before the break, we were talking about the fact that she had a no whites party.
Right.
And they planned it that way. There was not supposed to be any
Except
white
one of her do people sent the email to everyone. Sent the invitation email to everyone. That's
Right.
how we found out.
So we found out about her no whites party.
Yeah.
She's fine with it. But look at that. That's interesting. I guess
That is
that's
interesting.
okay.
I guess
right?
that's okay. Yes, it is.
That's not racism.
Nope.
But if a white person were to send out something
my
like, hey,
gosh.
we don't want any minorities at this party. No minorities. This is whites only. What would happen?
Oh, my gosh.
It would be
That person wouldn't be the mayor or the governor or the elected official of that place anymore.
they couldn't withstand that.
It'd be over. No,
It'd
it would
be
have been
canceled
over
before the party
fast.
happened.
Yes. Yep. And they would backtrack on that and invite every black and Hispanic person they could possibly find. They'd be pulling people in off the street trying to make up for it. And it'd be too late.
It'd be too
'cause
late.
There's no
Even-
forgiveness for that.
that email was a joke. It wasn't supposed to be sent out. It was just, we didn't mean it that. No, it's over.
Yeah, bull crap.
Oh,
You
wait.
didn't mean that. Did you see the picture?
No, I'm talking about if you were you were the white.
Right.
If you were saying that if it was all white party invitation.
What was her excuse, by the way? I don't remember seeing.
There was an excuse. Her excuse was it wasn't supposed to be sent to Whitey.
It's amazing. Wow.
I don't know if that's an exact quote, but that's what she meant.
I'm sure it is. An exact quote.
What do you have to say? Well, it wasn't supposed to be sent to Whitey. Sorry.
Incredible. And there was a CNN town hall where race was discussed. And, of course, characters from Sesame Street were guests.
Awesome.
Fun.
Across the country, people of color, especially in the black community, are being treated unfairly because of how they look, their culture, race, and who they are. What we are seeing is people saying enough is enough. They want to end racism.
Yeah, Elmo. Fix it.
Elmo wants to end racism too.
What? Okay, yeah, that was really powerful.
You like that?
That was poignant.
You can't sit your kids down in front of Sesame Street or any kind of TV anymore. You can't. You can't. You can't trust them to.
Okay, thanks, Whitey. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guilty. Guilty. But I love how we're shaming Elmo. He's like, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like, what is Elmo white? Does Elmo have the stain of racism on him?
Elmo wants to help racism too. Yeah.
Elmo must have talked to a white person once in his life, so it's over.
Speaking of race relations in the United States, coming up on Overtime today, we'll play one GOP presidential candidate's remarks about quotas and affirmative action and where we go from here as a nation. So get signed up for the new year as a Blaze subscriber. If you aren't one already, it's blazetv.com/Pat. You'll save, I don't know, 700% or something.
What?
Yeah, I think it's 700%.
Oh, we should check that promo code.
Yeah, check it out.
If you type in 700% and it doesn't work, it's wrong. Sorry.
What do you want?
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Whatever. But back to more on how liberals spent the Christmas season, spewing nonsense, garbage out their faces. Here's what Congresswoman Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez said about Christmas.
Yeah, she wrote a nice little statement there for us.
She got a little blowback for this, but here's what she said. In the story of Christmas, Christ was born in modern-day Palestine. No. No.
Oh, you went to multiple churches Israel. On Christmas Eve.
I did.
So maybe you should know this.
I guess so. But he was born in modern-day Palestine under the threat of a government engaged in a massacre of innocents. She wrote, he was part of a targeted population being indiscriminately killed to protect an unjust leader's power. Thousands of years later, right-wing forces are violently occupying Bethlehem.
You're seeing the correlation, right?
As similar stories unfold for today's Palestinians, so much so that the Christian community in Bethlehem has canceled this year's Christmas Eve celebrations out of fear. Fear for their safety and respect. Although, the area, of course, is currently under Palestinian Authority control and has been for a really long time. Bethlehem is not even under Israeli control.
Nope.
What are you talking about? She doesn't even know the situation there.
She has no idea.
And any danger is from Hamas, not from the Israelis. It's not like Israelis are shooting tourists.
That's correct.
I
told you the first time we went, that's when we did not go to Bethlehem, and we almost did.
Because it was too dangerous.
It was too dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
the Israelis won't go there. They won't drive there because they have the Israeli plates and it's the Palestinian land.
Yes.
And Palestinian
they
control.
Could be harmed or killed.
And I mean, there were people at the border there trying to get us to go. Well, it'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Come on. And we almost went. And then it was just like I think it was actually Tanya, Glenn's wife, who talked us out of it and said, "No, we probably shouldn't."
Good decision.
We probably shouldn't.
Good decision.
So we didn't.
Cooler head prevailed.
Yeah, because Glenn and I were ready to go. That would be fine. All we have to do
maybe
is walk by this tank and guard at the gate, and then hop in a car and drive to Bethlehem. That's it.
I mean, there's a reason that you see people with machine guns on the street.
I know.
In Israel, because there's a continual threat there, and there has been for decades, really since their inception. And it's not from the Israelis that you need to fear. God, what an idiot. Jeez.
I mean,
does she think that Bethlehem is under Israeli control?
She probably has no idea.
Yeah, and somebody else who has no idea about anything going on over there is that, what's his name? Uyghur. What's his name?
The guy from
Young Turks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we've played this Douglas Murray cat, this British journalist guy before, talking common sense about what's happening over there.
Oh, yeah.
This battle between he and Sink, it was so delicious over the weekend.
Here's what happened.
But anyway, let me just get on to it. You say first of all, I don't care about the death of Palestinian children. Yes, I do care. I care very deeply about it. But I also know that the responsibility for their deaths lies on Hamas, which has misgoverned their society for the last 16 years and now has been leading the country into being in a war with Israel. So yes, it's on Hamas this. As for seeing wars, by the way, I just mentioned about seeing wars because as far as I can see, you're very ill-traveled as well as rather ill-lettered and ill-spoken.
Nice.
And I mentioned that I cover wars and go to wars because I happen to think myself that it's worth seeing things with your own eyes, including things that you don't particularly like, but you report the truth. I don't know if you ever even leave your own bedroom. And I can tell already that you don't because you've already said something that demonstrates you know nothing about this conflict. You have just demonstrated it in the following terms. You said that this is why we need to push for a two-state solution and give legitimacy to the Palestinian Authority. I'll tell you something you don't know because I guess you spent no time in the West Bank. Have you? I'll tell you something you probably don't know. The Palestinian Authority, Fatah, celebrated the 7th of October massacres. I'll give you another fact which demonstrates you know nothing about this and clearly haven't ever visited any Palestinians in the West Bank as I have. If there was an election tomorrow in the West Bank, the reason why there isn't one is because if there was an election tomorrow in the West Bank, Hamas would win. So your idea of a two-state solution, I'm afraid you are so out of date and you really should leave your bedroom. Because in this region, nobody thinks that there is a two-state solution on the table because there is not a viable negotiating partner. But I just want to make one other main point. You have gone on and on tonight, throwing accusations out against the Jewish state, against me. It's the sort of thing you do. I know you're a sort of online pugilist and think you can run for office, and good luck with that. But I'd just like to point out that you only really get animated if the Jews are involved. And I can tell that for the following reason. I mean, your surname's Uyghur, isn't it? 1 million Uyghur Muslims in China have been put in concentration camps in the last decade. And people of your ilk never really care about that, do you? Because it's not the Jews doing it, it's the Chinese Communist Party. At the moment, 1 million people who are in Pakistan at the moment, who are your fellow Muslims and who happen to be Afghan, and I don't think you care about them, do you? 1 million Afghans are currently being forcibly deported from Pakistan to Afghanistan. You don't care about that. You're not riled up about that. You're not riled up about what the Janjaweed are currently doing in Sudan, where thousands and thousands of people are being attacked by the Islamist militia there. You don't care about any of that. You get exercised and you rile up what little base you have of malcontents because you're riled up when the Jews do anything.
All right,
it's
Cenk.
perfectly obvious.
Okay, Cenk.
Cenk? How do you get jank out of C-E-N-K?
That's our takeaway. That's our takeaway. Yeah, look, he just
what
beat
a
him
down. Oh my gosh, that was a bloodbath.
Yeah, but how do you pronounce his name?
Right.
That's the only thing he didn't say before I leave.
How do you get jank out of C-E-N-K?
That would have actually been brilliant.
That would have been awesome.
Would have been great.
Yeah.
Wow. To his credit, though, he sat there and took it.
Let it go. Yeah, he did.
He sat there and took it.
Yes, he did.
Which was awesome. And it's probably, I mean, I'll bet Piers agreed with most of what he said. Piers Morgan, I think, is more on the side of Israel right now, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, who knows? He's all over the place. All right, 888-900-3393 to join us in this brand new year. Much more coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Happy New Year. Got some tweets here. Jeffy's yacht friend. You have a yacht friend?
Sure.
Want a yacht friend? Hey, Pat, how's your year going so far?
Oh, no.
Happy New Year, guys.
Oh, yeah. The Pat heads are already reminding us that it's
March 3rd.
Thank you.
Right. Verklempt, Wisconsinite. No one supports church services more than Jeffy.
Well, that's a fact. I mean, that's a fact.
No. That's, right? You don't go to them, but you do support
that's not
that
true.
Other people can.
I've been working on sermons. What are we talking about?
Really?
Yeah.
You're working on anything you can share?
What's the
with
topic?
Well, the importance of Bethlehem is the next one.
Okay.
But that's just off the top of my head. I mean, we got several in the works.
You could probably do hours.
A sermon
on
series.
Just that, couldn't you?
Jeffy's sermon series.
Yes, I could.
Coming to Chewing the Fat.
From Carl Smith, if they remove Donald Trump from primary ballots based on insurrection, described in the 14th constitutional amendment, for which he has not been charged, then Joe Biden must be removed from ballots based on his obvious mental incapacity allowed by the 25th amendment. Yeah, we'll have more on that effort later against Trump. It's getting ugly. This is going to have to be decided by the Supreme Court, and it's going to have to be decided really soon.
Yep.
Lumbee IT department, Joe needs to shift his inner monologue from "don't jump" to "don't jog." Yes, please.
Well, technically, he's
nice.
not jogging.
Yeah, technically.
Don't jump.
Patrick Henry Sr. tweets, at first, I thought Dr. Joe Biden's New Year's Eve dress was made from Dolly Parton's Hard Candy Christmas.
Come on, man.
Till I realized it's from Hunter's Crack Pipe pop art.
Oh.
Okay.
See, it could be. Yeah.
All right. We got Chewing the Fat with Jeffy.
Right.
Here's and there it was.
All right. I thought
There's
it could have been one of those dresses. Remember Project Runway had their the Project Runway trash designers, where they gave you all kinds of weird stuff and you had to make the best you can with it. It's going to be one of those. This year should be fun. You mentioned Donald Trump and the Supreme Court hearing his cases. I mean, we're going to choose a president this year, right? We've got Trump making court appearances and multiple criminal trials. 50 countries are going to be holding national elections this year. And so, I mean, it's going to be a fun year. I saw where the South Korean opposition leader, Lee Jae-myung, he's out greeting people at a new airport, gets stabbed in the neck. He's fine. Everything is fine, but I don't.
Got close enough to him to stab him in the neck. Wow! Oh man! Wow!
No blood comes out or anything. They just show the guy stab.
That is crazy.
And so he's fine, and they get the guy. They haven't decided. They arrested the attacker, and they haven't provided information on the motive. I'm guessing, who knows? But it's going to make a year in politics.
So Kim Jong-un allows an opposition?
This is South Korea.
Oh, South Korea.
South Korea.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I was thinking, why?
In North Korea, that would have been Kim stabbing that guy.
Yes.
You said 50 nations are deciding
holding
on
elections. Yeah.
Wow.
So, and then, that guy lost last year, but he's still, still a little uppity. Making
apparently.
some noise out there.
Okay.
And so we got to shut him down. Anyway, it's just going to make this year, be
interesting.
Fun. Yeah. We can't have a Chewing the Fat without a Taylor Swift mention. It's just the way it is here as we first Chewing the Fat segment.
She was at another game. Where Travis Kelce, I think he's a little distracted by her now because he's dropping passes. He's not playing as well.
I mean, you could make the case that she's ruined Kansas City and Philadelphia. Because she was a big Philadelphia fan before she started hooking up with Travis. And then, so both teams now are gone. Anyway, so this is kind of sad news for me and good news for Taylor. She has passed the king for the most weeks spent atop the Billboard 200 album chart by a solo artist.
My gosh.
Because 1989 Taylor's version stays at number one on the final day of 2023.
This is her re-release of the album from years ago, right? 10, 15 years ago.
Most weeks for a solo artist.
How you feeling about that?
Number one.
How you feeling about that?
I'm sad about that.
Yeah, I bet you are.
68 weeks atop the chart, surpassing the King.
8
surpassing the King.
Wow.
Sad. It's actually real.
That's a fascinating story, though, because she's pissed at Scooter Braun or whatever his name is, because he won't give up he won't sell back her collection.
Sell back her rights. Yeah.
And so she said, okay, well, then you keep those rights. I'm just going to redo everything I ever did. And she did.
And she did.
And people buy it, even though they had the original.
And she did.
They buy it anyway.
Yeah, darn right they did.
It's amazing. It's really amazing.
I mean, she had a great year, right? She had the movie, the 250 million worldwide. I mean,
which broke records all over the place.
All right. And the only thing she's got left to do, that's coming. The Beatles have more weeks at number one now than Taylor, with 132 weeks across 19 number one albums.
Wow.
Okay, so 68 weeks where she, goes in front of the King. Is quite a ways away from 132, but
yeah, it is.
You
think she'll surpass that?
We'll see. She's Taylor Swift.
We'll see. Yeah,
I mean, she's the new it, right? She's it.
She is.
But sorry, Elvis.
It's a little late, Amy.
Sorry.
Does he care at this point?
Oh,
does he care?
Well, yes, he's the king.
Okay.
Wow. I'm a little disappointed that I've done this whole damn Elvis Presley story and I have not got one nanner sandwich.
There we go.
Yeah, baby, all I care about is my nanner sandwiches.
I was all ready to be mad at the nanner sandwich.
Scylla, give me another nanner sandwich. I'm sitting here on the throne. Scylla, I need another nanner sandwich. I'm a little backed up.
Wait, that's not going to help.
No, it's too late for that.
Wait a minute, hold on. Jeffy's laughing.
That's too late for that.
Normally he's like, now you're pissing me off. So, Happy New Year, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a new year. Speaking of female legends, another event that happened last week, the city of Barranquilla, Colombia, gave its hometown hero, Shakira, a 21-foot-tall bronze statue of the pop star. Shakira and her family were all happy with it at the unveiling, and other people are comparing it to the Statue of Liberty. Now, this one is 21 feet. I mean, the Statue of Liberty is, 151 feet. But people, it was sculpted by Yino Marquez, and I mean, you love
all his works.
Man,
his early works are
I'll tell you how good
my favorite.
His sculpting is. Shows her dancing, belly dancing, and the plaque below it reads, "A heart that composes hips that don't lie, an unmatched talent, a voice that moves the masses, and bare feet that march for the good of children and humanity."
Wow. That's
so
beautiful.
Congratulations to Shakira and her 21-foot bronze statue. Beautiful. I'm going to think of it. I just realized that I haven't received my personal invitation to FatCon 24 yet.
FatCon.
I'm a little disappointed.
Where's FatCon?
I mean, FatCon 24 starts this Friday.
Are athletically overweight people invited to that, or?
Well, I mean, I'm the host of Chewing the Fat.
Yeah, well, that's true.
You should subscribe to Chewing the Fat, by the way, the daily show.
And where is FatCon?
Available wherever you get your podcasts.
I see it here.
Chewing the Fat with Jeff Fisher. It's in Seattle. Starts Friday, and I'll go more. We'll discuss some of the events in more detail on Chewing the Fat that I would like to be there to report on. But
got to be crowded flights headed to the Northwest.
And you get, how much money is the airline's going to lose flying people to FatCon? Have to give me an extra seat.
So you're going to that or
new
not?
plan. No. I mean, they would
you
say
could crash it.
Yeah, I could crash it, but I was hoping for maybe an
all expense paid trip.
Hoping for some kind of pass.
Yeah.
Hold on. Like, what do you do at FatCon? Like, besides eat? Like, what is the whole? What's the hook there?
You learn how to be fat. And appreciate
and proud
and appreciate
of it.
you.
Yeah, and proud of it.
And appreciate you.
Yeah.
And how to deal with
That's at the
you're
Hyatt.
fat.
Is there anything to deal with? I mean, it's great, isn't it?
Oh, here's the schedule.
Fatness
Thank
is
you.
fabulous.
Thank you. I know there's a whole schedule and events, and it could take quite a bit of time to go into
A lot of
all the
eating
events,
going on
but
there, I see. A lot of breaks.
Huh.
Healthy eating.
Sure it is.
Okay?
Sure.
It's all healthy.
Self-love chair yoga. Ooh, that'll be a fun one. Active wear. That's going to be a good one, too. Fat Liberation 101.
Let's take a break.
Well, this is going to be fun. Oh, burlesque history.
Nice.
Unapologetically fat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hello. You have to be.
I mean,
just appreciate
FatCon 2024.
Just appreciate your fat and be you.
Oh my gosh. BIPOC babes meet and greet.
Oh, good.
Ugh. Okay.
Good time.
Is there a seminar on how to get into a Target commercial?
You don't need one. You don't need one.
Yeah.
No way.
Just be you. Just be you.
Be you.
Just be you and be fat, and you'll eventually score a Target commercial.
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah. They're looking for.
Knights of the Fat Roundtable. Fat community is everything. Sex, toys, and liberation for rad fatties.
Okay.
Looking forward to watching you live tweet from there.
I don't appreciate the tone that you're using.
Looking forward to your live tweeting from there.
Yesterday I mentioned Chewing the Fat that someone had a special Happy New Year in Michigan, in Grand Blanc, Michigan, which is a little south of Flint.
Okay.
They won the Powerball for $842 million. Congratulations to them.
Jeez.
$425.2 million cash payout.
I got my ticket somehow.
And then they had the Mega Millions last night, but no one won. So it rolls over to $140 million. Okay. Almost.
That's not even
almost worth. I know.
Not quite. Yeah, it's not worth it.
A 68.8 cash payout.
No,
I
thank
don't
you.
think so.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
it's not even worth bothering.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
I'm not going to the convenience store for that. Are you kidding me? No.
I'm not pulling it just for that. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Congratulations to. We haven't talked to any. The break was full of football. It was so much fun. We had so much
football
college
was
football.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
There were some really good games in the bowl season this year.
Great games during the bowl season. Some predictable, some not so much. But
the Georgia-Florida State game, what a barn burner that was. Huh?
That was.
Within a hair of winning that game was the Florida State Seminoles. Just 60 points separated them from victory.
I know. The
Darn
Bulldogs showed up, man.
Holy cow.
The Florida
just
State
obliterated
Seminoles
them.
did not.
63-3 in the Orange Bowl. That shouldn't happen.
I know.
Shouldn't happen.
I know. So we have Michigan and we have the Wolverines taking on the Huskies for the national championship Monday.
Yep.
That'll be fun.
Heartbreaking loss for Texas, who got down to the 12-yard line with 15 seconds left.
Which shouldn't have happened.
First
but yes.
and 10 at the 15, and they couldn't get it in.
I mean, Alabama lost it in overtime.
Yeah.
Against Michigan.
Good play call.
I really thought Alabama was going to pull that out. As usual.
I thought so too, but no, they didn't have the horses. No, Michigan's on both these teams, Michigan and Washington, are on a mission for a national championship, which will make the national championship fun.
Yeah.
Because they both had players and coaches come back this year.
For this.
Specifically to make it to the national championship. They're both undefeated, and they're both going into the national championship, so it should be fun.
Yeah, it came down to the last two undefeated teams.
Yeah, yeah. And, my Missouri Tigers won the Cotton Bowl against the Ohio State
Did you get over there
Buckeyes,
to the game?
And, nah.
Oh, you didn't go?
Nah.
Actually, that's good. That was a rough game.
It was a rough game.
Oh, my gosh.
Marvin Harrison didn't play. I would have really liked to have seen him play.
Still, that would have been great to watch him beat Ohio State.
I did watch them.
14-3.
I did watch them in my home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the comfort of my not AT&T stadium.
Amen.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well.
Didn't have to fight traffic.
Correct.
And the crowd.
Correct.
Pay the money.
And stuff.
It was free.
Well, yeah, the money.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it would have been. That's a good point. I should have just ended up going.
Yeah.
But, they had, did you catch some of the Pop-Tart and Cheez-It Bowls that were fun? They were fun. So North Carolina, Kansas State, obviously Kansas State won the Pop-Tart Bowl. Love the trophy of the Pop-Tart Bowl. Well, this is the Pop-Tart mascot and the Cheez-It mascot.
These
were
are great.
awesome. The Cheez-It mascot, this one picture is without the sign that says non-edible Cheez-It.
Right, so the Cheez-It guy after the Pop-Tart one had to make it clear.
Yeah.
You can't eat me.
Right. Really funny. I love the trophy of the Pop-Tart bowl. Awesome. It goes all the way up. Then you have two real Pop-Tarts in the top of the football toaster. Awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And then, of course, we had the Duke's Mayo Bowl, which, West Virginia did a beat down. But that mayo drop, nasty. And I know the coach from West Virginia.
Oh, I know. No. Don't do it. They're doing it.
Oh, no.
Every year. The Duke's Mayo drop.
Normally, you have to pay for that kind of content.
Thank you. I sent this one in. There's a different angle up close that's even nastier with that.
Oof, no, thank you.
That mayo. I know. God. Well, I don't care what kind of mayo it is, Duke's or not.
Yeah, no.
Well, that's what the coach from West Virginia was even like. I'm not a big condiment guy.
If I'm a coach, man, my contract's going to say we turn down any bids to the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
I know, because at least the Cheez-It Bowl,
no dignity left for that
what's
guy.
his face had a bucket from Tennessee, right? Yeah, he had the bucket of Cheez-Its thrown
that
out.
Was
and
dry,
I thought, we're
done.
You don't have to be freezing cold. It was awesome.
I did think the Pop-Tart guy was awesome, going down, lowering into the thing, and then coming out edible, and all his face is all mangled.
Yeah.
And they just started eating
the Cheez-It big box in the field too screwed up. You see where he came up, and then he started going back down, and they started freaking out a little bit. It turned out okay. Yeah. But they put on a good show. They put on a good show.
They
it was
were fun. Mascots.
And just a quick note on the Blaze Television Pat Gray NFL picks.
Oh yeah.
How's that going? We're coming in. All I know is my goal is not to lose, and I'm not losing. There's our picks.
Okay. Yeah, that's the update.
Did I go 0 for 5?
No, we got one game left. You could very well go 0 for 5 depending on the Buffalo-Miami game Sunday night.
Okay.
But you're definitely going to finish in last place. What are you noticing on this?
Look at this, though. Keith has one game to be announced, and he's 3-1 now.
Stu's going to finish 3-1.
Stu's going to finish. So, that's parity in the league.
Yeah, you could finish 3-1.
Or
3. Oh, I see. We could all finish 3-2. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So that's
it shows how much effort I put into this, doesn't it?
That's parity in the league. Well, you always have to have one team going for the first round draft pick, and that's you.
You went against your Packers, and they're going to possibly make the playoffs.
Yeah,
winning in.
Well, because I always pick for them, and it never works. So I went the other way this year, and it worked.
Psychology.
I know.
It worked.
So when are we doing lunch? You, me, and Jeffy?
Oh, really?
Twice,
super soon.
Right?
Hello. Yeah, watch for that soon. No,
watch for it.
Watch for it.
What to do is
get ready for it. Come hungry, because any day
Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
And you're here as well. Thank you for being here. Happy New Year. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter, where we've got some tweets. Unlicensed pharmacist. Sounds like your line of work there, Jeffy.
I'm a fan of unlicensed pharmacists, I'll tell you that. No one supports them more than me.
At what point do the young Turks just become Turks?
There you go.
That's a good question.
That point came a long time ago, actually. Tyler Morgan tweets, listening to Chunk get shredded has made my morning. Thanks, fellas.
Yeah, no doubt.
Chunk Uger.
Jimbo Wars 81. I don't know. If Jeffy could be a pope of a mega church,
thank you,
he might be their biggest supporter.
That
would be one sweet gig. Sure would.
Thank you. Is that what the Catholic Church is now? Just a mega church?
Mama Edge, thank God y'all are back. I can now resume living life. Thank you. It's good to be back, actually. I was ready the day after Christmas, frankly, to come back. You?
Me, actually,
you
yes.
Too. Yes, I really was. Let's see. Patriot Beagles 2. Rankings not adjusted for swiftflation.
Oh.
Elvis is safe.
Okay, so if adjusted for inflation, it's like Gone with the Wind.
I like that angle a lot. I'm a fan of that. So back off, Taylor. The king still is there.
Jane Wayne, Don't forget, Montana Grizzlies are in the FCS Championship in Frisco, Texas this weekend. Oh, that's a really good point.
How could we forget? How could we forget?
The Grizz.
The Montana Grizz.
Back in the national championship where they belong.
Is it 7-on-7? Or?
7-on-7.
I'm asking. I don't know.
Hey, it is FCS football action, my friend.
Okay.
Okay, the division formerly known as 1AA.
Yeah, okay.
Montana, South Dakota State in the championship game. I think is it Sunday? Because the real championship is Monday. So, but anyway, they beat North Dakota State to get into the championship.
Did you say the real national
championship?
Yeah,
they did say the real one.
Wow. Yeah, Montana,
the
South
big
Dakota,
boys championship.
The man's
coming
the
up
men's league.
Sunday at 1 p.m. Central.
That is cool.
The NFL.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What are we doing?
That's hard.
No.
That's a tough one, especially the last week.
And the NFL owns Saturday this weekend, too, so when are you going to go?
Yeah, I don't know. The NFL doesn't care
Friday night.
who else is on.
No, and I will say this, too. Remember when the NBA thought they owned Christmas? The NFL said, no, you don't.
And the NBA says, what if we give you 5 games? I don't care.
Sorry, then we'll miss all 5.
I know. I don't care if the NFL game starts at the beginning of the first NBA game and ends at the end of the last one. Don't care.
Roger Goodell was like, we can own that day, too.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, that Saturday night game with Detroit and Dallas, that thing stinks. The way that ended, did you guys? Okay, here we go.
I thought it was fine because there was an infraction there, no matter what you called it. Either he didn't check in with the ref, which it looks like he did.
And they said...
But he was still uncovered, and so he was an ineligible receiver.
Anyway. Correct.
So either way, it's a penalty.
They've also, there were other issues, no question. Yes, it could have been done different, all that kind of stuff. But Detroit also admitted that they tried to confuse Dallas by sending those 3 linemen up to the ref.
That's fine.
Right. And so I know that, but I'm just saying, so it's not all the ref's fault.
So what did the ref communicate to Dallas?
70.
Okay. And those who have missed it and don't understand what we're saying is...
You heard it you heard him announce it.
The Lions...
They did kind of a trick play where they did a tackle-eligible play and threw a touchdown or a 2-point conversion.
He says he come in as I know, but he's come in as a tackle eligible.
And you have to check in with just to explain it to the non-football people.
Thank you.
He has to check in with the referee and tell him I'm going to be eligible this time, and then.
And it has to be
what
lined
did the
up
ref
properly.
say to the Cowboys?
70.
Yeah, so I don't know if 68 is supposed to follow the ref to make sure he says his number to the other team or what. But bottom line, it was a big,
anyway. It looked like the Lions won, and then there was a penalty, and so they didn't make it the next time, and they didn't win.
Referee crew has been punished and will not be given a postseason assignment. That's
announced?
official. And then, and the NFL, though, the NFL says, however, we are going to give you the very important Baltimore-Pittsburgh game this weekend. That makes no sense at all. It should be like the Jets-Patriots game that doesn't matter. But whatever. Anyway. So
they made a couple other calls during that game, too, that affected the game.
Yeah, they didn't call the tripping against the
That's
Lions,
correct. They made that was the wrong call, and so that affected the outcome of the game.
That's a fact.
Should have never gotten to the 2-point conversion.
So I'm fine with Dallas winning that game.
Me too.
Dallas won, and
so
what are
be
they?
it.
10-6 now. 10.
And everyone claiming they should rule 17. Rule 17. That's the rule where Goodell can overturn the games.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Oh, wow. I didn't know there was that rule.
Yes, that rule.
No, your Cowboys and Eagles are tied at 11-5 after the Eagles got upset by the Cardinals.
There's no way I think Roger Goodell is going to do that.
No.
Ever. I mean, there may be
Would you rather be the Pope or the NFL commissioner, Jeffy?
One makes $40 million or $49 million. The other
has millions of souls in the palm of his hand.
Yes, that's right. The Pope lives pretty freaking good, man.
Right? In a walled city?
The Pope lives pretty freaking good, man. In a walled city, his own army, surrounded by gold.
But you got a private jet
he
with
wants, man.
You can go to NFL games and hang out with
I
Joe
can still
Biden.
watch those NFL games from the Vatican, my friend.
Do they have satellite?
I'll make sure they will. Yeah.
So you'd still rather be Pope?
Absolutely.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right. Whatever.
Plus, sweet robes. I mean,
sweet.
Large.
And shoes. What about the shoes
the
and the
hats
hat?
are cool. Yeah.
I want to see you in that hat.
Come on
bro.
now.
Thank you.
Pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome.
All right, I brought in some cookies for you guys today because we've got some new winter cookies at Kexi. You can get these at Kexi.com. The hot chocolate cookie is back.
Ooh,
oh man,
is
this good?
Yeah, the hot chocolate.
It's one of our most popular ever. It has chips, dehydrated marshmallows, topped with our marshmallow fluff recipe.
Real good.
It's a secret recipe.
Oh, it is. Is it a secret?
It's a secret recipe.
Yeah.
Then we got the cookies and cream blizzard. It's packed with Oreo cookies, vanilla chips, topped with creamy Oreo cookie frosting. And then this new Finnish spoon, because, the name of the company is Finnish. And so we got a Finnish cookie this time. It's a sugar cookie with a raspberry jam center and a white chocolate drizzle.
Betcha that's good.
Oh, that's delicious. You're going to love these. Kexi.com if you'd like to try them.
All right, I'm willing to try each and every one of them.
KEKSI.com. You should try every one of them because they're delicious.
And I could do that by going to Kexi.com.
You could. Yes, you could. Good luck with that. We got some gifts, too, sent to us.
Mm-hmm. Something wrong with the postage? They didn't get it here on time?
This is from Eric White and Shannon Kudike in New York.
Oh, wow.
One of them is a T-shirt that says, I don't give a rat's.
Oh, nice.
Guess it's a rat's
That's awesome.
Anus, if you will. Plus some turtles, original pecan flavor.
Ooh, those are good.
Thank you for those. I can't eat them, obviously. So I'm not sure if somebody's trying to, assassinate me with these. And
I would take it that way. I would take it that way. And you know what? Let me take those off your hands just to save your life. No problem.
Man, you're a hero.
I'm here for you. Yeah, you're welcome.
Just took a bullet for the man.
That was really nice. And we also got a nice delivery.
Yeah, John and Rosie Kellogg.
Yeah.
It just rolled down by you, Keith.
Oh, okay.
And I just dropped the really cool
coin.
I know.
I got my coin here.
It rolled down by Keith.
We got the USS Ohio, which John served on. By the way,
really
send your prayers to Rosie. She's having some health issues in the hospital right now. But they sent a big box of goodies.
A USS Ohio. Great.
What's the problem with the USS Ohio?
Ohio, the worst state in the union. But go ahead, thank you.
Oh, wow, look at this.
It's not the state, it's the sun.
They sent you some ketchup, too, I think. Heinz ketchup, I'd like to point out. So they sent, I don't know, this is interesting, potato chips here.
Middlesworth?
Yeah, I don't...
Potato chips.
Okay. I think these are things you can have, Pat.
Really?
I think. I don't...
Is it sugar-free? Tasty cakes?
I feel like Tasty Cake is not sugar-free.
Yeah, I'm looking here on the back. Sugar...
That looks really good.
Tasty Cakes are great.
I don't see sugar on here, gentlemen.
Huh.
So,
all right.
A lot of good stuff.
I'm sure it's fine.
There's no sugar in those turtles either, Pat.
Thank you very much.
Go ahead and have some.
And you know what? John, thank you for your service. I'm sorry that Jeff Fisher...
Right. Disparaged you.
No, I didn't disparage him.
You disparaged his wonderful ship, right? The boat.
Ohio's the worst state in the union, which is not accurate.
Actually, that is accurate, but...
I think there's a few ahead of that.
In December, the first female Supreme Court Justice, Sandra Day O'Connor, passed away. She was 93. Did she die suddenly?
And they're still dragging her around, too, right? I mean, she's still laying in state somewhere.
That was 3 weeks after she died.
Yeah.
That this footage happened here with.
Has she been mummified? Is that what we're doing now?
I don't know. I just know they're dragging her around the country, showing her off.
No, honey, no.
When did they lay her to rest?
Have they?
That's a good question. Day O'Connor.
Supreme Court justices paid their respects at the Supreme Court, and this happened with one of the honor guards.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
Going down.
Oh my.
Going down.
What's happening?
Going down.
What's the problem there? Oh, jeez.
The new normal. That's the problem.
That is not the new normal. Stop it.
It's a good thing that somebody was right there behind.
Yeah, right?
That happens all the time. There's got the soldiers
Do we know
are
what the deal was?
dehydrated. They're standing. They're supposed to bend their
What
knees.
happened?
They're standing straight knees. Yeah, talk. Oh, of course it was that.
What do you mean that?
Okay.
Okay, so she died on December 1st, and she was buried on December 19th.
Wow, that's a long time.
That's a long time.
Long time. But the honor guard, was she okay?
Chris, was
Do we
the
know?
honor guard okay?
We don't know.
We
Don't know.
Okay.
Don't know.
Haven't heard, huh? Wonder what the deal
But that's the new normal.
Lot of died suddenlies during the Christmas break. That's for sure.
There was a lot of died suddenly.
Were there?
Oh, yeah.
man.
Yes.
We had the Brazilian gospel singer.
I've got a list of who died today. People today on Chewing the Fat Man. There was a lot.
But what caused that?
Huh?
No cause listed. So why don't you just shut your face?
We got that.
Don't look at me like that. Okay.
Do you have the avocado toast guy?
Don't look at me like that. Of course, it doesn't say that.
54
in the
years
stories.
old.
Yeah, I know. Well, it happens.
Okay.
That happens.
I mean, the gospel singer was what, 30, 31, something like that?
Again, happens.
Yeah. I mean, you never know, right? You just never know.
There's just no way to know.
There's no way to tell.
What caused it?
It's like the metric system. There's no way to tell whatsoever.
That's why they don't tell you what caused it, okay?
Did you see that Volodymyr Zelenskyy plans to mobilize another 500,000 troops to fight Russia?
Yeah,
They're going to draft 500,000 more men.
He was just going off on how strong he was going to be and start attacking, and I thought, I guess we're going to give him some more money, huh?
I know we're about to hit a break here, but we've got a story later about Zelenskyy and Zelensky's family. You want to talk about died suddenly? There was a journalist who was covering something about Zelensky's family that not favorable, and all of a sudden he's turned up dead.
Vaccine? Was it the vaccine?
Accidents happen.
I don't think this one was the vaccine. Yeah, the accidents happened.
Putin,
Yeah.
Vladimir Putin got to him with the polonium-210 or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's an interesting story.
Sometimes people fall out of
Yeah, sometimes it happens.
12, 13
I don't know how many
story
times I've
buildings.
warned the Russians to stay out of the windowsills.
Yes, thank
Just
you.
don't even
Sometimes
go near
it
a
happens.
window.
They might need an ordinance.
Yeah, I think they do. I think they do. Or board up all your windows.
Stop building buildings that tall because people keep falling out.
Right.
Well, maybe the same thing has to happen in Ukraine.
Yeah.
I don't know. But he made a rare address at the end of the year and said they're mobilizing another 500,000 troops.
Wow.
He's not going to be happy until every living person in Ukraine is dead and the United States is bankrupt. That's when he'll finally be happy.
Well, it sure feels that way.
It does feel that way. I don't know what they're going to do because they're losing this war and he won't make any concessions.
And nobody talks about let's hey, how about we settle
peace.
down a little bit and let's work something out.
I know. The only one talking about it is Trump. And so the people in power right now are not talking about it. They're fine with keeping this thing going as long as we possibly can. It's like Muse said, these wars, they never end.
No, they don't.
These wars, they never end.
And they sure won't if Nikki Haley becomes president of the United States.
Ooh, that's for sure.
Well, she's out there in front. I mean, she's
We're going to
turning
have some
into
clips of her later today in Overtime. BlazeTV.com.
Oh, they can't be one. That's what it is. I knew that didn't feel right. They can't be one. They just go on and on and on. All right. As we head toward a presidential election in November, one thing you can be sure of in 2024, it's going to be a tumultuous year. How will your hard-earned savings fare? Well, you already see the impacts of inflation at the pump, the grocery store. The dollar just continues to lose buying power, really faster than wages can increase. So how are you protecting your savings? Consider diversifying with gold from Birch Gold Group. For decades, gold has been the choice of investors and central banks to hedge against inflation. Now you can own it in a tax-sheltered IRA with the help of Birch Gold. Just text PAT to 989898. Birch Gold will send you a free info kit on gold. They'll help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold. And the best part, you don't have to pay a penny out of pocket to do it. They've got an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've got thousands of satisfied customers, so you can trust Birch Gold. Text PAT to 989898. Get your free info kit. Read up on it. Decide if it's right for you. Text PAT to 989898. Secure your savings right now.
Pat Gray.
Welcome. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Muffer Squish tweets, Pat's back, and this time he's surprisingly well rested.
Is that true?
Wait, you didn't set your alarm for whatever 3 a.m. Every morning while you were away?
I did not. No. No. Huh. Weirdly, I didn't. Gold from Harold tweets, I hope Keith brings up the fact that 12 hours after Jim Cramer decided to endorse Bitcoin, it crashed.
Is that what happened? I swear this guy.
But it's back up now, right?
It's unbelievable.
It's coming back up.
Yeah, okay. From CB, the worst part of the Duke Mayo Bowl was when ESPN commentators put mayo on pepperoni rolls. There was no worse sin ever committed in college football history.
That's a fact.
Oh,
That's
man.
nastiness.
Sarah the Roma, will Jeffy first act as Pope remove the rule of celibacy? I think this Pope, isn't this Pope close to doing that?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah,
we're
I think
already.
so. They're already thinking.
They're already doing a few things that the hardcore Catholics are a little unhappy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy with the old Pope. So I'm here for you.
Nancy's vodka soaked dentures tweets, the papal robes would cut down on the moo budget.
See?
Right?
They're sweet, though.
Right?
That's sweet, man.
What would you do? I mean, would you have would you wear the Pope robe around the place, or would you be in your moo-moos, or what?
Well, they'd be special Pope moo-moos. Hello.
Long flowing moo-moos.
That'd be awesome.
Nice.
I mean, just go to pope.com and you could check it out.
Pope.com.
What was the deal on New Year's Day at the Rose Bowl parade with Al Roker? What was going on with the guy?
I'm disappointed that I missed the Rose Bowl parade.
I didn't see it. All I saw was social media was lit up of people commenting, like, why doesn't Hoda hit Al Roker to shut him up?
I watched it last year, and it was so terrible.
Apparently, he was just cheese-tacular with one line after another. But how do you made the point?
You gotta do.
You made the point off air.
It's a Rose
You got to
Bowl.
fill time, you know.
You do, and look, he's probably heard the Gasparilla Parade broadcast that I've been a part of, and he knows that how good those can be, and he's trying to catch up.
I'm sure that's what it was. I think you probably nailed it right there.
I don't necessarily like your tone.
Here's some of his performance.
Oh yeah.
You know, I once shot an elephant in my pajamas. How we got there, I'll never know.
I once shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got there, I never know.
That's funny.
Play that again.
You know, I once shot an elephant in my pajamas. How we got there, I'll never know.
I'd like to hear the surrounding what brought on the elephant in my pajamas.
Does it matter? That was good. That was just good.
Wow.
A standalone.
Weird.
Yeah. I once shot an elephant in my pajamas.
How I got there, I don't know.
Hey-oh.
Then there's some old video of Al Roker.
This was making the rounds too.
Triggered by the phrase Holy Ghost.
Yeah, this is a clip from what the Today Show.
I'm Savannah Guthrie,
Long time ago.
Matt Lauer now.
Matt Lauer there.
Will someone do the junior high?
Just watch Al during this.
Like this.
Just watch
Make
Al.
it real awkward.
That's exactly how
You
he
have
did.
to have a certain amount of distance between
Yes,
the bodies
exactly.
in junior high.
Yes, like they say in Catholic school, leave room for the Holy Ghost. Anyway, there is a lot of memories today, actually. It's a big day in music history.
35 years ago
that was
today,
his
Elvis
hypnotized.
Presley passed away, the king of rock and roll. And as Mark Cohn says in his great song, Walking in Memphis, there's a pretty little thing waiting for the king down in the...
Ow!
So was he offended by the?
I don't know. I think that maybe
reference?
was his hypnotized. Maybe years ago he was hypnotized, and anytime you hear the words Holy Ghost,
Right. That's what people were saying. That's his MK Ultra trigger word.
Yeah,
it activates him. But that was 15 seconds. I was watching the clock of him, and they cut away. It could have been longer than that, but
weird.
But we were also talking about how, in retrospect, when you see Matt Lauer that close with a coworker,
and how they treated that, and you keep your distance.
She's the one though that instigated that.
Yeah.
Not him.
And if you're listening, they're dancing, and then Savannah Guthrie.
Hi, Savannah Guthrie, alongside
says,
Matt Lauer.
"Leave room for the Holy Ghost."
Now watch. She reaches for him.
And that's how he
leave
gets
room for the Holy Ghost.
A certain amount of distance between the bodies in junior high.
Yes, like they say in Catholic school, leave room for the Holy Ghost. Anyway,
Al Roker activated.
So
memories today,
was
actually.
this?
It's a big day
So
in
he's
music
pretty
history.
thin there. Was this before or after his visit to the White House?
When he
I pooped my pants.
when he pooped his pants. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure when that.
Pooped in your pants. I pooped my pants.
Yeah, he pooped his pants.
I mean,
so I don't know.
Al's had quite an illustrious career.
Hasn't he though?
He has actually.
I mean, yeah.
He's
been there for a long time.
Yeah,
long time. Willard, has he been there longer than Willard Scott now?
I think so. Yeah,
I think so.
I bet it has been longer.
Al's the man. Yeah, he's been
and
there
Willard
forever.
Scott was an institution for a long time, and then of course Al, who started out to be a little tubbier than he presently is.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Pope.com is owned by somebody who is selling blank CDs. And I remember those 20% off.
Blank CDs.
I don't think it's under construction, so you got to give them some time there to get their website rocking and rolling here.
Wow,
Pope.com,
worry,
where you can get 20% off of your blank CDs right there.
When was the
Probably a
last
pretty
time
good
you
price.
purchased blank CDs? For me, it's been a while.
When you say
been a while.
when you say purchased,
Oh no!
I mean, there's been.
Dude, we were doing some organizing in the house over Christmas break, and Carrie discovered that I had probably 200 blank CDs that I had forgotten about.
Yeah,
Just throw them away.
I don't throw much away.
Yeah, I know.
Plus, were those purchased? Because
oh yeah, they were purchased.
yeah, were they? Yeah, by you.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What are you getting at?
I'm getting at there were plenty of blank CDs in
Oh
radio
yeah, we used to
stations
have
and
to.
buildings
We used
that
to have to
used.
dub off.
That's right.
Yeah, no, that did not come from here.
So anytime I
promise you
needed
that.
them,
You just stole them from the station. Is that what you're alluding to?
Oh, you stole them.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
See, the U.S. Navy sunk 3 Houthi boats over the break there. Good to see this is not escalating.
No.
Happy to see that. Everything's fine.
Just a way to
just nothing
that
going
with
on.
you.
And
But, we have to. They're coming at us. And what are you going to do?
Didn't Israel just take out a Hamas leader in Beirut?
Yep, sure did.
They
sure did.
Not spreading out.
They say they're fighting a war now on 7
Multiple,
fronts.
yeah.
7. Yeah, but this thing isn't escalating. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. The word Armageddon shouldn't even come into your mind right now.
Why would you?
I don't even know why I just said it.
Yeah, where
right
did that
there.
come from, bro?
That's weird, isn't it?
I watched the movie over the break at one point, I believe, the documentary Armageddon. But
Did you? Did you watch the documentary?
it showed up on.
Is it a Christmas movie?
Yes, yes, it is.
Cool.
Oh man,
love that movie.
I mean, if Die Hard qualifies as a Christmas movie,
All right.
almost everything
I watched
does.
a couple Die Hards too, but not the first one.
Oh, really?
Yep. I had my oldest
live for
watch
your
that,
Die Hard.
and she concluded 100% it's a Christmas movie.
Who concluded that?
Aslan, my oldest 20-year-old.
No, she's wrong.
Must
but
be true.
That's fine.
Man.
But if a 20-year-old
Must
says
be
it,
true.
then no, it's obviously true. Maine has ruled Donald Trump ineligible for their ballot.
No, Maine hasn't done anything. It's that one
Yeah, the one
individual.
election official.
Oh,
Their
she's
top election
just
official.
Grotesque.
Said he's constitutionally ineligible to appear on the state's primary ballot next
Where's the
year.
conviction?
I don't. I mean, this is incredible. It's absolutely.
It sure is.
Incredible what's happening. Colorado did it. Now Maine has done it. There are multiple other states trying to do it.
Colorado's primary ballots go to print on Friday.
Oh
yeah,
my
they already.
gosh.
Colorado's done though, right?
No, that's a stay until the Supreme Court weighs in, I believe.
Okay.
I think that's where that stands.
They better weigh in this week.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's all I can say. They better weigh in soon.
Right, they have to. But on the other hand, there's 3 people that live in Maine.
Well, no, this is for
I'm talking about
Colorado.
Colorado, yeah.
That's for Colorado. But Maine, too.
But I love how the left just loves democracy. Oh, we got to have democracy. Oh, by the way, we're telling you who you cannot even consider voting for.
And they are trying to prosecute Trump for just saying he didn't lose the election, for alleging that there was fraud, while they're taking his name off the ballot. It's amazing.
It sure is.
It's
and they're going off
amazing.
on this insurrection thing. Again, where is the charge? Like, where is the conviction for this?
Yeah.
You're just saying it. That's all you're doing.
Yes,
you're just saying
it.
Yep.
And that makes it so.
Yep. And they also say there's no evidence to convict Biden on any sort of charges.
So that makes it so.
Impeachment charges. So that makes it so. Yeah, there's no evidence. There's no evidence. The Republicans are showing you the evidence almost every day.
2024 shaping up to be a banner year for the Republic.
Sure is.
Well.
It's going to be something else, man.
Also, did you hear the trans lieutenant colonel explaining the future of the U.S. military? This is fun. I think you're going to enjoy this.
Inclusion is a national security imperative.
What?
We fight today, and we are going to fight in the future using brain power. And if that brain, who's going to revolutionize the way we fight in space, we fight in cyber, just happens to be in a trans body, you should want them all serving alongside you.
Yeah.
And for your organizations, it's the same way. Those perspectives that we get from a diverse set of individuals, it's been talked about on stage a lot regarding the science behind high-performing teams. We need those perspectives. But it's inclusion that actually drives that. Because you can bring people in, and if they don't feel safe to speak up, if they don't feel safe to bring their full selves to work, you're not going to get the value of the diversity. So for us, it is absolutely critical to drive our future success as an organization and potentially on the battlefield. And I think it's the same way for all of you, because we can't leave that talent that is going to revolutionize the way we do business behind.
That's right.
I feel safe.
That's great.
I feel safe.
That's great. No,
it is great.
All along the watchtower with him.
Mm-hmm. Or her, whatever. Them. With them. They were really potent and powerful right there.
We are so screwed
if we don't have the trans minds, and you know how many of them there are in the military, right?
And they're stable too. There's no mental illness involved whatsoever.
None whatsoever. And you want all of these stable individuals involved in the biggest military decisions on this planet.
Well,
it's imperative
after they
to national security.
After they feel safe.
Yeah, right. Because they're not going to. They're not going to share their genius with us
if they don't feel safe. Well, they're not going to be there. That's the whole point. They're not going to show up unless they feel safe.
Ma'am. It is ma'am.
Are we really supposed to just buy into that? Yeah, right. You're right. All the geniuses in the trans community that are military officers in the highest positions at the Pentagon, they need to be heard.
Whenever I see a video like that, I just... imagine China and Russia.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine
laughing
how they mock us?
And rightfully so.
And yes, indeed. Are you familiar with Dylan Mulvaney's buddy, Tommy Dorfman?
Oh, he's a good-looking guy.
Likes to dress up like a woman.
Look at that, huh?
And goes by female pronouns.
Yeah. Hey, Tommy, what's up?
Well, looking pretty good.
Tommy, right there.
Oh no,
you like that? You like that? Huh?
That's Jeffy's type.
Why are you
a dude in a dress?
No, that's okay.
So he was at a Delta Airlines counter at LaGuardia Airport.
Feel good moment here.
Over the Christmas break, and he got upset because the Delta employee refused to call him by his preferred pronouns.
Yeah, this was awesome, actually.
Yeah.
What about when a Delta employee misgenders you intentionally?
While he's talking, you're talking.
You just misgendered me again.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Gotcha.
Both of you have.
sorry.
Oh, no.
Wasn't intentional, but if you want to take it personal, that's also.
Well, she did do it intentionally twice.
You're talking to me too.
You said she and then you said he.
You're being condescending, and if you want to continue, I have Port Authority escort you out the building right this moment if you want to play that game with me.
Okay.
Good for you.
Would you like to continue 3 days before Christmas? I really don't mind.
I'm good. I'll just put this on.
And I'll just put this on the internet.
What's good about that is that he was the Delta attendant.
Yeah, wasn't playing that game,
and he was
Good for him.
straightforward and still kind.
Mhm. Right.
Still doing his job.
Totally calm, collected.
Doing his job. It was all good. You can take it any way you want, but right now,
Yeah, right. I'd be
Right
happy
now
to
we're doing
escort you
this.
out if that's
But
the
we're not
game
gonna-
you want
we're
to
not
play.
gonna play
But
it.
I'm not going to deal with this nonsense. That was awesome. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'm encouraged that Delta didn't knee-jerk
and
do
fire the
something
person.
against him because I'm looking for an update.
He didn't.
I'm not
he didn't
seeing
do anything wrong.
Well, I agree completely. But welcome to 2024, where it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if you do something wrong.
You don't have to do anything wrong.
I don't see any kind of update on this, so hopefully Delta just lets this go, or maybe gives him a promotion and a raise.
Did you see Danica Patrick getting all this flack because she said she loves this country? So people started attacking her.
Oh no!
Really?
Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah. It's pathetic. She attended a Turning Point USA America Fest conference with her sister.
Wow.
And she talked about it on Instagram and said she loves our country. And so then people were saying that they lost all respect for her.
Oh, my
For
God.
loving
Super
her country.
disappointing. I mean, get out. Get out.
Please leave.
Oh, I can't take it.
Why would
amazing.
you love a country that doesn't allow? Right.
It's pathetic.
It's a good summary, actually.
Yeah, I mean, that's
That is a good
that's all I
summary.
hear now. Is, okay, whatever.
Noted.
Let's move on.
Now I have.
You make a really good point.
Right. Good-
Except
It's
not.
Good point. And by the way, I can have Port Authority escort you out of here.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Right. And I'd be happy to do it if that's the way you want to play
play.
this. Let's just do it right now. By the way, get started on your New Year's resolutions with Factor. So you're ready for the new year. Factor's ready-to-eat meal delivery takes the stress out of meal planning, and it sets you up for success in the new year. Skip the grocery stores, skip the prep work and cooking fatigue. Instead, get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. Over 35 meals to choose from per week, and it includes options like keto, calorie smart, vegan, and veggie, and a lot more. Plus, over 55 weekly add-ons. You'll have a ton of nutritious and flavorful options to kickstart your resolutions. Forget frantic lunch prep and rushed dinners. Factor's 2-minute meals are your secret weapon for this new year. Now, they call them 2-minute meals because it takes 2 minutes. You put them in the microwave, heat them up for 2 minutes, they're ready to eat, and they're really delicious.
I can actually handle that.
Yeah, that's how it
sure
works.
about that?
That's
Yeah.
a math problem I can handle.
Right. That's what I thought. Factor now offers loads of snack options, too. Breakfast, smoothies, juices, snacks, and a lot more to keep you going no matter what's on your schedule. Skip the overpriced takeout trap. Factor is cheaper and way more delicious than takeout. Get chef-crafted, restaurant-quality meals delivered right to your door. Ready to heat up and eat in just 2 minutes means more time for you. Go to factormeals.com/Pat50. Use promo code PAT50 and you get 50% off. Again, not tough math. PAT50 for 50% off. That's factormeals.com/Pat50 to get 50% off.
Pat Gray Unleashed. Plus, I got to tell you, think of the time that the wife is going to have to clean when she doesn't have to cook all that time with Factor. I'll tell you that.
That's a really good point, Jimmy.
Now
they don't.
That's a good deal.
They don't make that point at
No,
Factor.
they do not.
Factor, y'all need to add that to your talking points for the host.
That's a good idea, I'll tell you.
Please.
You add that to chewing the fat talking points.
That used to happen.
Yeah. Speaking of stuff at the airport, though, over the past couple of weeks, it looks like the Biden administration was shuttling illegal aliens through airports around the country. So we got that going for us. There's some right there. A little look at that.
That's awesome.
Cute. Especially out of Phoenix, apparently.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of pictures and videos
Yeah,
of
see the tags? There's the tags there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of them had an ankle monitor on. Look at that. Oh, that's good.
Oh, okay. Good.
Good stuff, America.
I mean, there's been issues where people are flying on these airlines and they have no idea who they are.
They don't have the names.
Where they're
Nothing.
from.
Yep.
Is that a problem?
We
you
don't
want to know who's here? You want to know who's here?
What kind of hate are you sharing with us right now?
Xenophobic.
I can't.
Huh? What kind of hate? That's really, that's ugly. That's just ugly, Jeffy, even for you.
Even for you, sir. Yeah, and you know what? You're lucking out if you're getting the free government ticket to California, where now you, as an illegal alien, can get free health care.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how they're paying for that in California.
Well, they've got so much surplus there.
It happens.
Can you
just
imagine being a California resident?
No.
Born and raised in America.
He's still talking.
I know.
You already answered the
can't
question.
afford health insurance, but some illegal alien rolls into town, and they're going to get it from the government of California. What? I mean, insanity.
I love it. That's great.
California, you are so...
That is great. That's the real citizens of this country are the second class citizens. The first class are those who are here illegally.
And this administration has been the driving force in making American citizens second class.
Yes.
Yep.
And by the way, California, it's going to cost them estimated $2.6 billion to give health insurance to these illegals.
Worth every penny.
California, though, they're rolling around in extra
it?
cash. They have
right.
much money to burn through in California that.
I mean, you want the people that are homeless to have health care.
Yeah, you do.
You kind of do.
Yeah,
actually.
you really do. You really do. Meanwhile, the Border Patrol reported 302,000 encounters with illegals in the month of December alone, which is a brand new monthly. It seems like we set a new monthly record every month.
Some people call it an invasion. Not me.
No,
I would
that
never
would be
say
again. That would be hateful.
Yeah,
hateful rhetoric.
I don't want to be the one that's.
No, you don't.
This is just a planned destruction of America and Western countries playing out every day. And
yep, we mentioned Boston Mayor Michelle Wu earlier doing the No Whites Party. Here's what she said recently about immigrants entering the country illegally.
Oh, okay.
Every person, every human being has the legal right to come to the United States and seek asylum or shelter. And,
no, that's not true.
Those policies have been in place for a long time. But when the review of that individual's particular situation and the decision to allow the pathway to stay and or work authorization that comes along with that, when that process is so drawn out, people are stuck. They are looking to work, looking to contribute, looking to be in a safe democracy where they can raise their families.
I can't take it. We're not a democracy there, Pumpkin. Unbelievable.
It is.
No. Every person has the right to come to the United States and claim refugee status?
But no.
No.
And by the way, Texas Governor Greg Abbott, if you're watching, it sounds like Boston is ready for some busloads of illegals.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to bring up because, man, does she need thousands to pour into her city.
She sure does.
Wow. Hey, Michelle, you said every human has the right. They obviously have the right to go to Boston.
Yeah. That was the kind of tune that Eric Adams was singing until he inherited the illegals coming from
he changed
Texas.
That tune a little bit, didn't he?
He's also now pointing out how it's obvious that these immigrants who come here, they don't have jobs. They're committing crimes up there.
What?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're a sanctuary city.
Right.
This is the fruit.
Right.
This is...
It's insane.
It is.
It's national suicide.
Yes, it is.
And you got morons like her that are promoting it. That is incredible.
And I got news for you.
Every person has the right
to come into the United States and just do whatever they want and be supported by taxpaying dollars. Every person in the world could come here. All of them. 8 billion people could come to the United States and live here for free.
And the overwhelming...
Michelle, what do you say to the naysayers that believe that cities across America aren't ready for this?
Yeah, what do you say?
I say that they're haters and that their bigotry is getting in the way of their constitutional rights of those who are coming here from all over the world.
Yeah, maybe you
who
can...
have the right to be here.
Can they come to your electeds of
no,
color?
No, not here. We're too far north and east.
Okay.
Most people will settle in Texas and California, some in Arizona. Occasionally they'll go to New Mexico. Those are places with lots of land and territory and acreage that they can have 40 acres and a mule, and we'll give it to them, and they can live there, and we'll treat their illnesses for free.
At this point, I'm willing to give them 40 acres and a mule rather than health care and money and cash. You're darn right it would be.
And that's the mayor of Boston, Michelle Wu, in case you're just tuning in, missing the
I can't wait till Greg Babbitt starts sending busloads of these wonderful people who have the right to be here.
Who are here to assimilate
Boston.
and become Americans.
Yes, and they want to contribute.
Blend in.
That's why they're coming here, to contribute.
Right, that's right.
Contribute anus.
But
shut up.
These are families being uprooted.
Hashtag contribute my anus.
These are families that are being uprooted.
Yeah.
But think about it, though.
Climate conditions in their country.
I forgot where it was in Maryland. There's like a school board position where kids get to vote in kids or something. I saw this story over the break, and since some of the kids are enrolled are illegal aliens, then you're going to have, I think it was like 12.5% of the vote on the school board is going to be, brought to you by an illegal alien. So anyway, I'm wondering if Michelle Wu could encourage some of these folks to run for city offices in Boston. Then she can elect them to her elected. She can invite them to their elected colors.
We're already offering them to come into our
colors meeting.
Right.
We're already offering them to join in our military, become police officers because they want to contribute and participate in our society.
Well, that's why they come here, to contribute.
That's the only reason.
The first thing on their mind is, how can I contribute to the United States of America? Wonder what I can go there and what kind of skills I can bring.
Any interview that you see
that's the first thing they
at
say.
The border crossings.
Why are you here? Well, because I plan to contribute.
Looking to contribute
to the United States of America.
Now, many of them say that in a different language than English.
Yeah. And sometimes it's misinterpreted as, I came here because Joe invited me. And I'm going to get free stuff. But that's an incorrect translation of what they're saying.
And so Greg Abbott in Texas, they've passed a law starting in March. We have now the right in Texas to arrest illegals coming here that are suspected of crossing illegally. It's all along the border. It's not going to your cafe.
We were able to do that anyway.
Well, apparently not, because now you got the Department of Justice. Biden's, they're going to go after Texas now in court on this.
What's new?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Pat, do we have time for that story I was mentioning earlier about Zelensky's family? The Egypt...
I want to hear that. Yeah.
You had it over there somewhere. I don't know if you've...
I think I have it right here.
Okay, this is fascinating. And this... Just think of your tax dollars as Pat reads this.
Right. No, you're going to love this. You're going to say, hey, Republicans, free up that money for Ukraine.
Thank you.
Let's support these wonderful people. An Egyptian investigative journalist who exposed the acquisition of a luxury villa by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's mother-in-law in El Gouna has been found dead. The Egyptian investigative journalist, not
Things
the mother-in-law. Yeah, I mean, stuff happens. You're right. That's a good point, Jeffy. The independent journalist Mohammed Al-Alawi reported on the purchase of the villa for $4,850,000 in August by Olga Kayashko.
What will that get you in Egypt?
Probably a lot.
I bet.
Probably a nice place. leaked the alleged documents as proof of his claims. The report raised questions of corruption and misappropriation of U.S. financial aid.
What? No, I won't hear of it.
And that's got
Maybe she won the Powerball.
Al-Alawi's body was discovered in the Red Sea city of Hurghada with fractures and bruises found on the body.
So he fell.
Well, he tripped.
Right.
He tripped and fell. I did that yesterday. I slipped. I was coming down my stairs in my socks, and I slipped. My feet went right out from under me. I landed square on my back
and
on
you
the
died.
stair behind me.
And then you died.
Are you okay?
No, I'm okay,
and you
but
died.
I was fortunate. I landed in the right way. Al-Alawi did not.
I see.
Right.
He did not.
So it's all in how you fall.
Yes. The cause of death was due to a cerebral hemorrhage as a result of a severe brain injury. See, I didn't hit my head. I hit my back. So that's why I'm alive and he's not. The report, citing a source, also disclosed that the journalist had been beaten by a group of people.
Oh, wow.
The allegations have been denied by both the Ukrainian embassy in Egypt as Russian propaganda.
Hello.
See?
If someone fell down the stairs, wouldn't it look like a group of people beat you up?
Yes. Yes, it would. It would look like that.
No further questions.
Oh, by the way, Claudine Gay, the president of Harvard, resigned yesterday.
Resigned. Yep,
so,
that's right.
But so she would just be a professor now there at the school, making the same salary she made as a president. So justice was served for her hateful comments about
didn't
Jews.
see that part of the story.
And
You're kidding.
And
They're
the
paying her the presidential salary?
And the reason she's resigning is because of plagiarism, not
not the racist
nonsense.
Yeah.
And I will say this, that Harvard accepted the resignation with sadness.
Sadness?
Was it deep sadness? Was it deep or was it shallow?
Hold on.
People, I don't know if it was deep or sad.
It was shallow sadness. People ran her resignation letter through GPT, the AI, and it was plagiarized. Like her resignation letter was plagiarized.
Awesome! How perfect is that? Come on. That's perfect.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.